Warning: the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. We are live. Hello. Welcome to Urban Shadows Tabletop. Shot 2. Two-shot. Take it away, Wolfy.
Well, we are back with Urban Shadows. Does everybody want to do a little introduction again?
Sure, we can do that. You guys want to do that?
Yeah,
do
okay.
that.
Especially since we have one new character.
Yes. Who goes first?
Well, we'll start alphabetically, I guess. By
No!
person name and not character.
No!
So
Oh.
Dank, you go first.
Wait, what?
I'm just going off of the list in voice chat.
In the middle of the
So you
chat
first.
this time.
Curses. Well, I am playing Dank, the veteran. Just got some stuff going on.
Oh.
Lot of violence with Dank. So, been working on some things in the old workshop. Yeah,
Good.
cool.
Gerblin?
So I play Azrael. He's immortal. It's been around a hot minute. And yeah, I think I said last time he's the team's resident doctor, which still stands. And he's got a child, a little adopted kiddo. Kind of. I say little because she's short more than that she's young. And yeah, that's kind of Azrael's whole thing.
There you go. Mori, your turn.
Mori, my character's name is Iris. She physically looks 6 years old, and as far as anybody's concerned, that's how old she is. She is the group's terror. She will push and prod your buttons and be absolutely adorable while doing it.
I promise I tries to raise her better.
I don't.
She may have more than one father figure now.
As Dank is teaching her all about violence.
And she may or may not be territorial now.
And dissection. All
Well,
right.
that's something she may have also learned from me.
Possibly.
That would be
All right.
ethical dissection.
Fair and valid.
And then since you have a new character, do you want to go next or do you want to make Ramblin go next?
We're making Ramblin go.
All right, we'll save the new character for the end. Ramblin.
Hi, I'm Ramblin. I'm playing a character named Henry. He owns the bar, the Ill-Fated Capon. And he's curmudgeon-y, middle-aged guy. He doesn't like people. But I guess we're starting to warm up to these guys, maybe.
Yeah, we've got some debts around.
Yeah. We're helping each other out. We're making a go of it, I guess. So they're all right for now. They can keep getting there, I guess, for the time being. And I do magic and stuff. sometimes.
And stuff.
I drink and I know things. All right.
Oh my god! You're Cat from Uno! You are Cat from Uno.
No.
Tyrion Lannister.
Yes, you are.
That's a quote from Tyrion Lannister. But Cat is like a for real alcoholic who gets magic from drinking and doesn't own a bar.
Drunk.
Like they should.
They really should.
Alcoholics should not own bars.
In this case, I think it would be all right because if they stop, they just probably have bad things happen.
All right, that's enough about
All
me.
right. That leads us to our new character. Introduce yourself.
I'm Caitlin. I am going to be playing Amaya, the dragon. She was originally born from Japan. She and her sister and her family moved to the States, and then her and her sister have recently moved back here at least a year or more ago. And then that's when she discovered that her soul was bonded to a dragon. Find out what happens next. Ooh.
Awesome.
There we go. All right. Well, between the last session of Urban Shadows and this one, about a month has passed, which has actually led to a lot of you guys having various debts accrued between each other. We'll again save Amaya for last, because technically speaking, those debts probably don't exist yet. But the rest of you have some debts to go around. I do have a couple that I wanted to spotlight, but we'll go around and kind of go over those just so kind of everybody gets an idea of what's been going on.
Sure.
This time we'll go from the bottom up.
Look at me! I chose the right time to switch my name.
So that means Ramblin.
I guess I get put on the spot again.
Eh,
All right, debts. Let's see here. We start with ones we owe, or ones that we are owed. Azrael owes me a debt for keeping dangerous secret. Let's see. We can start with that. I know that's something you were wanting to highlight, right?
Yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and do that, that'd be fine. So we kind of start the scene then in the bar.
Sure.
Sure.
Henry's standing at the bar. There's a half full glass of whiskey sitting off to the one side, and in his hands is a dirty glass that he's trying to clean with a dirty rag, and it's not cleaning, so he's getting frustrated. He probably is running underwater a couple times already.
Oh dear. Yeah. Azrael comes walking through the door and he looks tired. Like bags under his eyes, probably hasn't slept in a couple of days. Like he looks exhausted. And just kind of trundles himself over, slides up into a bar stool, and just kind of leans his head in his hand and goes, "I need a drink."
Yeah, no problem. You're looking kind of rough. You doing all right? He sets the dirty glass that he was trying to clean down in front of you.
It's like,
Oh, don't worry. Alcohol sterilize it. It's fine. What can I get you?
Um, feeling a bit nostalgic. If you have it, arak. If not, absinthe. And if neither of those, whatever the strongest proof alcohol you have, just give me the bottle.
Interesting. Sure. I'll look behind the counter. Can I find anything like that?
You could definitely try and roll a sanctum.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. All right. I just click the dice.
See what it'll give you. Yeah.
All
You
right.
actually find his first request.
What was it? How did you say it, Gerblin?
Arak, A-R-A-K.
Arak.
It's an Iranian spirit that is it's made from anise, which is kind of licoricey. Yeah, no, he's feeling nostalgic.
Yeah. Okay. So I reach behind the counter, and Henry comes up with like kind of a surprised look on his face. And he says, "Huh. I didn't even know this is here. Not familiar with this stuff." I just open it and start pouring it into your glass. I don't know how strong it is or anything, so I just pour you like 3 fingers or something, and then leave the bottle.
Yeah, Az slams that back, pours another like good measure, slams that back, pours a third measure, it just like lets it sit there.
I'll grab my whiskey glass and take a sip before I say, "Hey, you want to slow down? You're gonna hurt yourself. What's going on?"
I suppose you could call it depression. But that wouldn't necessarily be quite accurate. It's more this deep well of longing that sits inside my chest that will never come to fruition, a dream never to come true. And there are days that it just hits harder than others, and today is one of those days, and I cannot put that on the kid.
Yeah. Guess I can understand that. Some days are worse than others. So what's the deal? What's got you so torn up?
I just want to die. Like, properly. For good. Done. That's it. Nothing else. I'm just tired of existence and life, and after 2600 years, give or take, I'm done.
Oh, come on. You don't mean that.
I have meant that for a while. A long while. That's my ultimate dream. My ultimate goal in this existence of mine is to just be done. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I just keep doing what I know. And it got, I won't say better, but I felt more like I had a purpose when Iris first came into my life. But she's mortal. She will die eventually, and I have stopped letting myself get close to people like this, and I don't know if I can handle it when she goes. But I also can't tell her that this is my whole thing. That's what I want. I can't say that. It might break her. And I'm sorry for dumping this all on you. This isn't something you asked for, but here we are.
No, it's okay. people talk to their barkeeps, right? Look, I don't know a lot about immortals, but I do know everything comes to an end eventually. And just because you think you're done, well, maybe not everyone else is done with you. And if you care about Iris, maybe you ought to stick around, make sure she's safe, taken care of.
Yeah, no, you have a point there. I can't just leave her. That is a very valid point. And I don't want to. I like her. I like having her around.
It's not always about how it ends, you know? Sometimes it's just about the in-between, how you get there.
Not all of this in between has been great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This
well,
stretch has been better, but I mean over the long course, I suppose.
Well, properly Zen guy would say that you can't appreciate the good times without some bad, I reckon.
Grief is the cost of love, you are correct.
Yeah, well, you need somebody to talk to. We can talk. Maybe I can try to help. If you need alcohol, well, I can get you that too. But in the meantime, try and stick around. We might need you. There's plenty of work needs doing.
There's always work that needs doing. But I'll stick around for a while. I don't exactly know how to make that dream a reality. I feel like there should be a way, but I don't know it. I don't even know how I got to be immortal, so lots of questions and very little answers, and who knows when those answers will come. I may have buried you long, long, long before I find them.
Maybe.
But we'll see.
Probably. But it's not always about making the dream a reality. Sometimes you gotta make reality the dream, I guess. Dreams can change. Or sometimes maybe things can just seem right. Better. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
We'll figure it out.
work keeps the mind busy.
Indeed it does. Thanks for listening. If you could not tell the kid, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, not a problem. Consider it client-patient confidentiality, whatever.
Yeah, I owe you. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Also, impressed that you have this, and kind of nudges the bottle.
Hey, don't look at me. It's this place. I had no idea it was here. And for all I know, maybe it wasn't until you asked for it.
He kind of pats the bar table. Well, at least I know both of you have my back.
Seems like it.
All right. And of course, I think that was a good enough scene that probably triggered your intimacy moves, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's right. Good looking out.
Intimacy.
Sorry, Gerblin.
Oh, it's
No
fine.
worries. While you guys are looking those up, I'll actually add something to the scene as you two are kind of winding down with the conversation and returning to, a little more quiet, just contemplation together. We see a television in the bar. It may be old or anything there, but turns on by itself to a news channel. And both of you kind of sit there in contemplation, and the news kind of mentions that there have been talk around the various Tokyo wards that there's going to be an addition. They don't know yet exactly where they're looking for it, but it's all the talk that there's soon to be another ward in the Tokyo area.
What does that
Well,
mean?
that's sus.
Does it mean like new players? Like you know what I mean? Like new
No, so ward
not like
in
players in the game, but like I mean
yeah,
like players in like the supernatural world.
it very well could. If anyone's not familiar, the kind of Tokyo area is separated into wards, variously, all the ones that are popular. And the one that you guys are in, Kichijoji, is not a ward of Tokyo. It is an independent city.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, then we'll move on to the intimacy moves.
Oh yeah. Okay. When you share a moment of intimacy, physical or emotional, with another person, decide whether you care about them or not. If you don't, they go about their business as normal. If you do, they take -1 ongoing to escape until they get some intimacy somewhere else.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I hurt people I care about, apparently.
Rude.
I would say if you were to ask Henry, he would probably say no. Like if you were to just ask him casually. But he does. Or at least he's starting to. So I'm going to say yes, he does. So sorry.
That's
Sorry.
fine. That's all right. No worries.
I rather think you'll enjoy Azrael's intimacy move, though.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
When you share a moment of intimacy, physical or emotional, with another person, you imbue them with more immortality. When they die, you can mark a scar to bring them back to life. Their end move takes effect before they return.
What? What? That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You still get to curse somebody and then come back.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. All right. Yeah, I dig it.
It pays to know an immortal.
Literally. Well, maybe not literally. It pays with life.
Yeah, I mean, scars kind of suck in this game, though, man.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. They're
Yeah, and the immortal is one of the only classes that only gets one advance to erase a scar.
Interesting.
So try
don't
not
go
to
dri-
die.
Yeah, don't go dying willy-nilly.
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna be running around thinking I'm bulletproof or anything. Don't worry.
I can fix that.
Oh my god.
All right. And then what were your other debts, Ramblin?
Okay, next on the list is I owe Iris 1 debt for helping me keep my demons at bay.
Yeah. And the discussion was kind of that Iris has been hanging out at the bar fairly frequently. So has almost been playing the opposite of what you just did with Azrael and listening to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Perfect. And next.
I owe Dank 2 debts, being my go-to when I get into trouble. He seems like he
Yeah.
could handle the proverbial stuff hitting the fan, right? He'd be good at violence. He was good at violence when we went into the warehouse. No, you didn't hit anything with your gun. It's okay.
Yeah.
You had the stuff to hit things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
And the plan. You had the plan too.
You did have
I
the
had
plan.
the plan, and I still missed
Fucking.
every shot.
Oh my god.
It gets
Um,
better. It's all right.
Yeah, he reacts well under pressure. He's been in it before, right? So yeah. Go to trouble.
There we go. All right. So that
Wait,
moves us to.
what about the thing?
We'll do that when we get on to yours.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So we'll move on to Mori. Or Iris.
It's one's IO.
We'll just go through all of them.
Az owes me one because time ago I saw him die and come back to life. And
Yeah, makes sense.
Henry also owes me another one because he's told me their secrets and I haven't told anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Snow Lotus owes me 2 because they've told me their secret. Oh, wait. Oh, wait,
You
no.
duplicate one on accident?
I think I did. I think that's what happened.
We'll take a look at your sheet
fix
there
that.
and see.
That's what
So
happened.
it looks like someone thinks they're protecting you, but it's really more like you're protecting them. Would be probably the one with Henry.
Yeah. At me. I do have a debt for protecting you. So
Yeah. Perfect. All right. And then we'll move to Gerblin.
Yeah. So Iris owes me a debt because I am basically assisting her with life and everything since she looks like a child. Amaya owes me a debt for protecting a mortal family member. We've already mentioned that I owe Henry for keeping my secret. And then I owe Dank for accompanying me straight into danger. Listen, he's really great under pressure. I know he's going to make sure I and whoever else goes with me is going to make it back alive. Just having him around is great. And then Dank owes me 2 debts for pulling his ass out of the fire. Because I get him into danger, and then have to get him back out again, I guess. And then Morgan owes me a couple of debts for keeping watch over his lineage.
Yeah. As an immortal, that seems like something that'd be a little easier to do than most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your great, great,
Perfect.
great, great, great grandpappy asked me to keep an eye on his kids, so I just kept doing it. Bored and all of that.
There you have it. All right. We'll go on to Dank.
Once he's back.
I think he should be still here. Maybe just slightly not here. Internet issues.
love it.
Oh, internet. Can't live with it, can't live without it.
Oh yeah, he said his internet crashed.
Mhm.
He has 2 lines.
Yeah, so
So
it
it
may
might
be switching right
kind
now.
of here, kind of not.
Yeah.
Yep. Hang
Oh.
on.
Oh,
There
we
you go.
go.
Hi.
Yeah, just a slight hiccup with one of my lines of internet.
No problem. We were just getting to you.
Cool. So debts, right?
That's right.
Okay. So I'm owed a lot of debts. Iris owes me 2 debts for being reliant on my training and knowledge. Henry owes me 2 debts for the development of a staff artifact weapon. I owe Azrael 2 debts for pulling my ass out of the fire on a regular basis. And Hoshitsune owes me 1 debt for saving them after they'd been kidnapped. And the White Birch Tavern owes me a debt for the same thing.
All right. And do you want to go over kind of what it was like kind of working with Henry to get the idea for that staff?
Honestly, it was pretty crazy.
And where did you do most of the discussion? Was it at Henry's place or your workshop?
That is a good question. I'd say it more than likely would have been about half and half. Because, he's got. Well, he had a lot of the parts there. I had to bring them back to the workshop to finish it up.
Mm-hmm.
makes
All
sense.
Oh,
right.
yeah. He would have definitely seen the inside of my super crazy workshop.
What does it look
Yeah.
like?
It is a junkyard of raw materials, machining tools, and an operating room, and a fortified underground doomsday bunker squirreled away from prying eyes.
Holy cow! It's like
Stainless steel walls, drains in the floor, a self-sustained hermetic system provides slightly stale but yet crisp and clean air. Got a massive warehouse of odds and ends like scrap metal parts, junk, esoteric material components, all cataloged according to my strange sense of sorting taste, and machines to turn that junk into whatever might be needed at the time.
Yeah.
dude.
I love this.
That's a supervillain's lair. That's
I
Yeah.
am not a
It
good
is
guy.
definitely not children's safe.
I am not a good guy, he says.
Quote of the day.
I commit murder.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and probably start there then. What was the reaction of Henry for kind of first seeing that?
In his head, he's probably freaking out. Like, wow, this is incredible. Maybe a little bit
Like,
jealous.
oh my god, this man is going to kill me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, into the
Like,
middle of nowhere
let's
in a
not
super secret underground bunker.
let's not get on this guy's bad side. But what he says is, pretty impressive place.
If only it had booze.
You don't have a bar in here? You're kidding.
No, I think that's why me and you get along so well.
Fair enough. I think this is probably part of the reason we get along so well too. Don't want to make somebody angry that has all this stuff.
I'm not an easy man to piss off.
Fair. So, you make any headway on the components we need?
Yeah, actually, I just came through with a couple of the parts that we were missing, and it's done.
It's done.
It is
Really?
done.
Huh.
Except
We need just one teensy tiny thing.
Yeah. There's always one thing missing. What are we looking at?
Well,
it seems like you're looking at Well, since you are deciding to make more of a clockwork design, you need... Oh, dang, and now I can't remember the name. But they're the crystals that you put in to keep everything turning and
Quartz.
spinning correctly, not catching on things.
Dilithium power crystals.
But it also seems like it's not really going to function unless there's something of Henry inside.
I don't know, man. You can still wallop the hell out of somebody with this thing as it is currently.
No, that's not really what it's for.
Yeah, that's fair. But almost done.
What from me do you need? Are we talking like hair, blood?
Usually in crafting these kind of things, either blood or something you really care about.
Hmm.
It sounds about right.
Something I care about. What
Yeah.
does that mean?
Well, it doesn't have to be like a whole something you care about.
What? Or what are we talking like?
All right, so like either part of a person, part of a place, or part of an object. The bigger the emotional connection, the better the end product.
Oh, well, I can. One thing comes to mind immediately, but
What you got?
maybe a piece of the bar.
Well, we could do that.
But I'm probably gonna have to see if the bar is okay with that first.
Oh yeah, definitely, totally understandable.
I'm not sure how it'd react to something like that, to be honest.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
We just need those two things, and then boom, we're done.
All right. I can give you some blood, but you gotta promise not to, let it fall into the wrong hands.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not to
If
keep.
it were to somehow fall into the wrong hands, I would probably already be dead.
Yeah.
I'd like to see somebody successfully get into this place without that being the case.
Yeah, and maybe don't leave any leftover, you know?
Oh yeah, I'll destroy whatever isn't used. People can do some pretty messed up shit with other people's blood.
Do I believe him?
You've talked with him enough now. You could try and figure him out. You'll have to tell me kind of how you do so.
I just.
Generally, this kind of close, it's mostly like body language, things like that. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, and he probably is kind of a hard guy to read, but I'm looking to see if he's being dishonest. Is he twitching? Have I picked up on a particular tone of voice when he's lying? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Go ahead and figure someone out. All right. You get some questions, but he gets some questions too.
Okay.
One specifically.
Okay.
So yeah, you get 2 questions from the figure someone out table. And Dank, you also get 1.
Ooh, where's the figure someone out table? Where can I find that?
It'd be on the basic moves page on the second page. And while you're looking at that, for clarification, the object I was meaning was missing is called a jewel bearing.
Oh.
And it's basically, something like a ruby, sapphire, something like that, it looks like usually it's either synthetic sapphire or ruby that they use in most kind of watches and things like that. That allows the whole gear train to run smoothly for a very long time.
Sorry? Were you talking to me?
No, just giving information.
Okay. I'm not finding the basic moves.
It should be in the...
It's on the third tab over where your character sheet is.
Yes. With the PDFs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Cool.
No problem. And it'll be on the second page there.
Okay. Basic moves. And I'm sorry, I'm still not seeing it. I'm seeing the basic moves section, the basic moves section with keep your cool and let it out and that kind of stuff.
Page
Yes,
2.
it'd be off to the left, yeah.
Okay. Figure
So
someone out.
yeah, second
okay, I see,
page
I see.
off to the there you go.
Who's pulling your strings? What's your beef with? What's your character hoping to get from? How could I get your character to blank? What does your character worry might happen? What are you hoping to get from this? I think is the question.
Honestly, friendship. It's always nice to have a wizard for a friend.
Yeah. Okay. What's your question?
What does your character worry might happen?
I worry that whether intentionally or not, you might make a mistake that comes back to bite me in the ass. Not knowingly.
That's fair. After you say that to Dank, he gestures to an incinerator. Trust me, there will be no remnants of anything left.
Fair.
All right.
think
And you
we
do
have a
have
deal.
one more. You do have one more question, Dank. Not Dank, Brain. Ramblin.
Oh, I do. I thought I only had one. Okay.
No, since you got a hit, you get 2. The downside on figure someone out, if you don't succeed fully, is they get a question back.
Who's pulling your strings?
Out of character, who is pulling my strings, man?
Well, at the moment, you don't really have anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Yeah, I thought you might not, but
I am a free agent.
Yeah. Good. Let's keep it that way.
That is the plan. Not trying to get tied down or strung up or anything involving strings, my guy. Unless it's my bass guitar. Pulls it out of a junk heap and just starts strumming on it.
I just want you to realize I almost choked on my soda when you said that.
You are quite welcome.
Yes.
Right on.
All right. And I don't know, that seemed a little intimate to me.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
Look at Henry being
Oh,
all
you are
intimate.
Lord.
He says, "Fuck people. Oh, I like these people."
Yeah, well we've bonded through danger, right? Through violence. Through
Yeah.
a job. All right, congrats on your -1 on going to escape, Dank.
I'm totally okay with that, man. I've got stuff for buffing that.
Okay, right on.
I'm
Funny
just
that
gonna,
it worked out. It was your character getting along with everyone.
yeah. Sit back and strum on my guitar a little bit. Which reminds me of a situation that happened back in Kuwait. Interesting times in a different place.
I pull a flask out of my jacket and take a sip and then offer it.
Gonna crack open a 6-pack and offer you one and take a sip of your flask.
Sure, I'll take a beer.
We were, me and a group of cohorts infiltrating a private military corporation that was based out of Kuwait. There was a lot of intrigue and deception going on. You never knew who you could trust.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
But, you know, when you enter into a scenario with incredible violence, with another person on your side, that does build a really strong bond. And, I'm glad that we've got that. I've got your back, you've got mine. It's a nice thing to have.
Yeah, I agree. Rest assured, if I got somebody that needs, well, the services you offer, I guess.
Application of incredible violence.
You'd be the first one I turn to. Just we just gotta try to keep it outside.
Oh yeah, definitely not in the bar.
Yeah.
Bring him back here. Gestures to a horrible, essentially torture station.
Yeah, I got the feeling that nobody gets out of here unless you want them to.
Yeah. Usually in little pieces.
Good.
All right.
All right,
And
we
then
both
which
take
one?
+1 going forward.
Perfect. Do you want to kind of share what the intimacy move kind of
Oh
does
yeah.
for you?
For the veteran, whenever you share a moment of intimacy, physical or emotional, with another person, you tell them a story about the past and the lessons you learn, and choose one. You can either both take +1 forward. I can take +1 forward, and you take -1 forward. Or I can hold one and spend that hold to lend a hand to that character from any distance. Actually, you know what? On thinking about it, that last one sounds better.
Awesome.
Or
Yeah.
you want to take a hold?
I'm going to take the hold.
Perfect. Mark
Like-
it down in your sheet. Make sure you don't forget that. And there we go.
Where does that go?
Generally right at the very bottom.
Okay.
I'm so
Perfect.
sorry. I am creating so much chaotic content in the table talk.
It's been a fun time.
Wow.
God, Discord does not ping.
Well, if you want a taste of the chaotic content that we have,
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys, if you're watching, you can join the Discord now. Let me grab the link. I'll post it in the Twitch chat right now.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
join us. It's chaos all the way down.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, there we go.
I can't breathe.
So there's the Discord link. If you're watching on YouTube, don't worry. It'll be in the description down below. Just check down there. There's links to everything, including the public Discord. Join us. Thank you, Gerblin. and you get to see what we're laughing about.
Maybe not that particular bit, but the future.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
It was so hard to stay quiet.
It really is. I'm so sorry.
This is why I have myself on like push to talk, so y'all can't hear me dying.
It's so rare for me to like actually be able to like use a laptop to communicate, so I forget that's a thing. 'Cause with the phone,
Dude,
it's nigh
it's
on
nice.
impossible to use.
Yeah, you can also do it on the phone.
It is, but like the button disappears. It like sinks down,
Ah,
so you have to like
that's
flick it up.
sad.
So it's like really hard to use when you
Delay,
don't
yeah.
talk a lot.
Bluff.
Yeah, it's really finicky on mobile.
Yeah. So it's like
Sad.
the rare time I use the computer is like you forget about it.
And it changes. So if
Alright.
you're push to talk on the like computer, it doesn't make you push to talk on mobile. Fun fact.
Ooh.
How do you even work push to talk on mobile?
There's
You
a
push down,
there's an
hold the
actual
button.
button that you hit in app, basically.
And
Oh,
even if you're sitting there holding it down on the touch screen, if you hold it for too long, it will still slide away from you and deactivate.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you'll be like in the middle of talking, it'll just go and it'll just cut you off.
on mobile, I just run my aux to my headset. I just
Mhm.
mute it via the headset.
That is also an
There you
option.
go.
All right.
Unless you have one of
Well-
those newfangled iPhones.
No,
No
you
aux
can still do that.
cord. Oh yeah,
You
but you
just
gotta
have to have
use
the
the
dongle.
iAux or whatever.
No, you just have to have a dongle. They have one that changes it.
Oh.
Now.
Right on. I don't use iPhone.
All
Never
right.
have.
Nope. Android all the way.
Look, I have an iPhone 6 that I've had since like 2012.
There you go.
And you know what? It cost me $15 a month for unlimited everything.
There you go.
That's not bad.
Holy crap. Wow.
Got it through Best Buy, through Sprint when they were still a thing.
It's still down here, I think.
Nope, T-Mobile bought them out.
Oh, right. Still have like signs and stuff still up down here. I think that's why I still think they're a thing.
That's fair.
All right. Well, I was going to go on to Amaya next, but since we're not really counting those for today so far, they may actually get introduced today. It may just be easier to introduce them next time or as they come up. So we may just go ahead and start, assumedly, at the bar.
Okay. I'm trying again to clean that stain off the floor, but it won't come up. That's what I'm doing when we start the scene. We've got like a mop bucket out, and there's like a dirty old steel wool sponge kind of thing.
Mhm.
And I'm just like scrubbing at the floor with some soap and water. And it won't clean. The brown blood stain won't clean.
Is it carpet or like hardwood or?
It's hardwood.
Oh shit! Well, when I enter the bar, I'll tell you what's up.
Yeah, you could have already been there kind of watching him get ready to clean that and not succeeding.
As I turn around and see him still struggling with that stubborn, brown, ambiguous stain, gonna take my 44 ounce of Everclear over here and go help him clean that. Take the steel wool, dip it in the Everclear, and start rubbing it into the stain.
Oh, easy. She may not, and then I just let him try. Does it clean when he does it?
Fucking Everclear will clean anything, man.
Yeah, I know, but it's the
It is a magical bar.
yeah.
Have you not had Everclear? That shit will let you see God.
Yeah, it's probably in here somewhere.
God.
There's probably some in here somewhere. I found some a rock or whatever it's called, some special alcohol for another customer before. I don't know how it got in here, so I've
Oh
probably
yeah, it's stuff that's made out of star anise. My buddy Rayhan likes that drink.
oh
Don't get rid of my shit.
I'd never heard of it, so
It's kind of like it doesn't really have anything I can easily compare it to. But yeah, no. Easiest way to clean out blood stains or ambiguous stains such as this one. You usually just strong alcohol, and if you've got it, toss some OxyClean into that strong alcohol. Slowly kind of let it sit in for a second and then scrub it. It almost just wipes right off.
yeah, I'm starting to
This
think.
stain, it is stubbornly still there.
Guess we just need to get that OxyClean.
Yeah, maybe that'll work. And stand up.
Anybody
and-
come in to help the cleaning?
Iris is gonna like throw open the door and is like, Henry, at the top of her lungs.
Mockingly, he says, "What?"
I've got something for you.
Oh, really? I've got a little something for you here somewhere. Oh, here it is. He reaches behind the counter and he pulls up a little box of crayons, like one of those 8-packs, and a coloring book. It probably is one of those coloring books that it probably would be served at a restaurant. He might have stole it from a nearby restaurant. So it's like one of those little 8-pagers or whatever.
She just gives him like she's like not moved from the doorway, but she just gives him this look like, "Are you fucking shitting me?"
What? I thought you'd like it. Give you something to do.
Uh-huh. Like she has like this like nicely little wrapped box in her hands.
All right. What is this? It looks way too nice for this bar.
Well, it's not for the bar, it's for you.
Okay. Fair enough. Should I open it?
She's gonna like hold out the box to him.
Yeah.
Made it myself.
Oh, that's very nice of you. You didn't have to do that. I'll carefully and slowly open it. I'm trying to avoid tearing the paper or if there's like a bow on it or anything.
There is a little bow.
Well, let's see if you succeed.
What do I need to roll?
Keep your cool.
All right. Okay, there it is.
In the middle. But also just, yeah. You can keep it. You can keep it intact. It's gonna take a while to open it, though. It to anybody else watching, it feels like you're opening it like sarcastically slowly.
All right, fair enough.
There was like a brow raise with how slow he's opening it. It's not a bomb.
Yeah, okay, I'm just trying to be careful with it.
I'm slightly disappointed.
You haven't taught me yet.
We'll get to it.
Azrael, who definitely
Yeah.
wandered in quietly after her, is just like leaning against the bar watching this happen with like a slight shake of his head.
But yeah, you eventually get the present open.
All right, what is it?
It is she has stolen some of Az's silken threads and has made him a handmade lanyard and woven.
Oh.
Magic Dad gets all the cool stuff.
Oh, wow. This is nice. This for the keys?
You're always patting them down, making sure you don't lose them, so this way you don't have to worry about losing them.
Well, thanks. That's very sweet of you. I pull out the keys and put them on the lanyard right away.
That you do. It looks pretty good on him.
He just grins.
Good. And I'll put it around my neck and tuck it in my shirt or whatever.
Does Az recognize that that is stolen thread from his collection?
Does that constitute an intimacy move?
Yeah, probably would for me. Yeah, for sure. I think we already had one last episode though, didn't we?
Yeah.
But this could be a
Oh
negative,
yeah.
Yeah, you can have another.
negative one. I'm going to escape. Iris.
Vague stack.
That doesn't stack. No.
Okay.
It's a good
I was
thing.
about to be like, oh boy.
Really not getting away.
Do you consider this a normal action?
Consider this a normal action. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd do
Because-
that for a normal person too.
Because with awares, their intimacy move, when you share a moment of intimacy, physical or emotional, with someone who is not mortal, mark corruption. For those who have not seen our previous episode.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've changed it a little bit since most of our party is not mortal, and I don't really want to see Iris gone immediately.
Yeah.
So as long as it's something that they would do for a mortal, I'm allowing it.
Fair.
That way we just encourage what the author seemed to want rather than kind of what's happening, unfortunately.
All right.
But yes, to answer your question, Azrael does kind of eye that and goes, as long as you didn't steal it out of something that was already made, we're cool. That just looks like some of the extra loose thread that I had laying around. I'm fine with that. Just ask next time.
She just like grins innocently at him.
Eyes still narrowed. Like, I see you. I see you not in your
It
nonsense.
was in the sewing box.
If it's in that back room, you know to ask.
Fine.
Oh yeah. When do you want that pool table, Henry?
Oh, really? Whenever, I guess. And then he just sort of like talks into the air, kind of looks up towards the ceiling. You hear that? We're getting you a pool table. You happy?
The TV jumps on to old sitcom with a laugh track in the back.
Good, because I've been meaning to ask you something. What do you think of a piece of you going into a staff? Huh? That be
TV shuts off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's
Womp womp.
finicky, fickle. That's all right. I'll figure something else out. Blood it is.
Fair enough.
Iris is gonna glance towards the TV and go, "What do you want me to get you next?" See if it'll respond to her.
There's no response, but it doesn't feel like it feels like it heard you, but that it just doesn't have a response at the moment.
She's gotten like a few things here and there, trying to figure out what it wants apart from the tartan, but it's like a few minor decorations and things. Trying to spruce it up.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, that's most of the party that we have right now all together. So I suppose time for a little bit of a new addition. So yeah, we'll see two people walk into the bar. One of them appears to be Japanese, and the other darker skin, handsome. Seems maybe Hispanic of some kind. Hard to tell exactly from where, though. But they both come into the bar and kind of both survey the scene. How do you respond, Amaya?
Lay out what the bar looks like again.
Old rundown bar. Everything is dirty. Everything's made out of wood. So the counter is like old wood. The walls are probably even like old like wood paneling. And everything's dirty, and there might even be like a few cobwebs up in the corner. There is a staircase at the back of the bar that goes upstairs. The counter, where all the drinks and stuff would be, is like in the middle, and there's like seating area around it. And I would guess the TV would be maybe like in the wall behind the counter somewhere. I guess part of the cabinetry, like an old style, old tube TV. With like a dial on it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Something like that. And there's probably like an old dirty sink at the counter too. And there's probably some stools or chairs that are out of place, like they were pushed away when someone stood up and just never put back. Some of the tables might be a little dirty, stuff like that. It looks like an old rundown, like think like a Wild West bar almost. That's how like dirty it is. But
Would
yeah,
almost certainly be considered a dive bar at the moment.
yeah, for sure.
With a few hodgepodge splashes of color.
It's safe for right now. She's kind of just slowly looking around the place. And can she sense that there's like a magical aura coming from the bar itself?
If you'd like to try and sense something like that, you could perhaps try and kind of see through the eyes of a dragon and try to kind of see if there's something there. That would take a let it out roll to attempt.
Where is that?
It should be in your sheet, and it should be off to the left side, and it'll be under spirit.
Oh, there it is.
All right. So you attempt to get in touch with, your dragon side to kind of see if there might be anything different going on, but you've not been with it long enough. It's just not coming to you. You don't feel quite the connection that you would need to really get that info there.
Okay. At this point, she would kind of turn to the person that she came with and is like, why are we here again?
To introduce you, excuse me all. I am here on behalf of someone else to see that they find a group that they might be interested in having them as a member.
Well, all our members are paying customers. What can I get you guys?
Well, I'll have a drink of myself. What do you have?
Well, a lot of things. You name it, I'll try to find it for you.
Let's see.
The table talk. He does. Yeah.
Iris is gonna scuttle the plate and hide behind him.
You went where?
She is hiding behind Az's legs.
Ah, fair.
You happen to have any orujo?
I'll see what I can find. And I lean down behind the counter and look for some orujo.
Yeah. Roll me a sanctum.
All right. Where my sanctum go? Here it is.
Yeah. You happen to have a pretty big bottle of orujo.
Oh, look at that. That's just the thing, right?
Ah, I am surprised. Not many places around here carry that.
Yeah, hey, I'm just as surprised as you, but looks like we got a fresh bottle here for you. Well, fresh as it gets. Let me see if I can find a glass. Yeah, this one should do the trick, and I set a dirty glass down in front of him. It's probably got like some fingerprints on it.
He doesn't seem at all disturbed.
Okay. And I'll crack open the bottle and start pouring it in. I don't know what a Rujo is. What is this stuff that I'm serving him?
So it is a Spanish pomace brandy. It can tend to be a little bit more like herby, fruity sort of brandy.
Tart as hell from my experience.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And strong.
Yeah, it's 50 proof, so.
Well,
100.
Not as strong as like Everclear, but it's strong.
It's 100 proof, 50% alcohol by volume. My bad.
And I say, well, it's a unique taste. Should I leave the bottle?
I guess so. I see myself enjoying a little more. Oh, where are my manners? I've yet to introduce myself or my companion here. My name is Tomas Paulo Maria de las Mercedes Arredondo, but you can call me Tomas.
Yeah, that's gonna be easier to do. It's quite the name. So
I've had quite the trip.
Az can hear Iris whisper, "Tomato."
Yeah.
Dang it, this feels like
So
okay, y'all. This feels like a moment that I'm gonna leave this to chance.
Yes.
So I'd like to roll a keep my cool to see if I can not snort out a laugh at that.
Got it.
So we'll see how this goes.
Yes, we will.
You're trying not to laugh at the tomato comment?
His name
Yeah.
sounds like a Spanish like his name sounds like the Spanish variant of tomato.
It was too long. I didn't pay attention. What was his name again?
we're calling him
You mean his full name?
Tomas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomas Paulo Maria de las Mercedes Arredondo.
I'm just gonna call this guy Mercedes Benz.
What the fuck is this?
So
Oh god.
Yeah, you laugh.
Yeah, no, I straight up just
You can hear Iris.
It is
look
all
at
right.
Iris and just go, no.
It is all right. I know that my name is can
Complicated.
be funny.
it's all right.
Apologies.
Most of us aren't from here either. Where are you from?
Originally from Spain.
Interesting. What brings you out this way? Just looking for your friend, a group?
No, I've mostly just met her. Ah, what brought me here was the simple joy of travel, and I liked it here. So I stuck around.
Yeah, I guess that's good a reason as any. So who's your friend?
This is my new friend here. She is relatively new to the area. Her name is Amaya, and I will allow her to do her own complete introduction. But myself and a few others are looking for a group that can help with something that we've been hearing about recently.
Oh, I see. So you got work.
A little bit of information, really. Mostly spreading it about to see if there's anyone that will do anything. I don't really have much of a side in this fight, really, and just figure I'd make sure everybody was aware of what was going on.
Oh. There's a fight. Is there?
You could call it that. At the moment, it is not one that is in the streets. It is in the back alleys and in the news.
Does it have anything to do with that new ward?
Ah, you've been listening.
Okay.
Yes, it is indeed about that. From what we are able to gather, it's actually the four lords that are planning on taking our little slice of heaven here.
Really?
That's right. They see a few bad actors that are coming out of the area into what they control and think that it would be best to stamp out the problem at the source.
Don't much like the sound of that.
No, nor do I, though I'm sure I would eventually find somewhere else, but so far I've liked here.
Yeah, me too. Well, we might be interested in doing something about that. I'll look around to the rest of the people. Like, eyebrow raised. Like, what do y'all think about this?
Well, I mean, on one hand, potential for violence. On the other hand, not a lot of details. Seems kind of. What's the?
Vague?
Yeah, it's vague, and I don't understand what the reward for participating in this nonsense would be.
Oh, it very much varies depending on which side you choose.
Yeah, but you don't have a horse in this race.
I don't really.
So why are you stirring the pot?
Because it's fun.
Yeah, I knew it. This guy's a shit starter.
Oh,
Dank did
please.
call
I'm
it in
half
the
demon.
Discord.
Anyone will tell you we're shit starters.
I would have had you pegged for a vampire.
Well, you'd be wrong in this instance.
In this instance. Fair enough. I don't know. You're
In any case,
informed
I'm
about the
mostly only here
situation.
to bring this bit to your attention and see where things go.
Who looks like they're winning this race then?
No one at this point. There could be any winner on either side. Though, with more political capital, I do think the four heavenly lords have a little bit of a lead.
And what's the other side? Just us? People? What? People that
Young
don't.
people?
There's you. Anybody else that wants Kichijoji to remain its own separate area. Anyone that wants to maintain the peace. I can tell you from experience that if Kichijoji is added to the wards, peace is a thing of the past.
Our new
Hmm.
friends over at the other place would probably be interested in also keeping the peace. We could probably get them on our side too.
Some of them.
That's
Narrows eyes because I was very vague about that, so only the party would understand.
Let's say
The political situation of the area is well known.
Fair.
the only good politician is a dead politician. You heard it here first, kids.
Oh my, you're a violent one.
That's kind of my thing.
Man after my own heart.
let's say that a friend of a friend is owed a favor by the four heavenly lords. Do you think there's a chance of them talking this out?
Oh, most likely not. They've been planning this for a while. They've just decided that now is the right time to have a justification.
Of course.
And what justification is that?
Shadows coming out of Kichijoji, causing issues around the wards. We're of the same faction, but you know how chaotic our faction can be.
Indeed.
Iris is going to poke her head out from behind Az and look at him and go, "Why is that? And can I roll but why?"
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right. Well, let's see what Actually, did I put a misstatement on that?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I thought so. I usually do. Why is our group so chaotic? Well, I should think you should know. Weren't you affected by one?
Like shrinks back behind Az.
Oh. Huh.
She has not told any of y'all anything, as far as y'all know. She's just, for some odd reason, stuck at 6.
Yeah. I got it out of character, I think. I think I got what he's saying. He's a fae, yeah.
Like she narrows her eyes before she slinks behind that Az.
Did you say that out loud, Ramblin?
No, I don't know that she
Okay,
just
making sure.
I don't know that Henry would know because she just said she hasn't told any of us about this.
Yeah.
I've only told y'all out of character, but I want y'all to know so that way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that way, like when she behaves like an adult, kind of thing, the players aren't totally thrown for a loop, kind of thing.
I'm just gonna take in what he said and try to kind of, I don't know. I was gonna say play it cool, because I'm just gonna try to get him to drop more information, I guess.
Okay. Would you rather figure someone out?
Yeah, that would be great. Actually, let's figure someone out.
Yeah. There's been enough talking, so could definitely do that.
7.
Yeah. You get 2 questions, he gets 1.
All right. Let me take a look at the questions again here. Ooh, what are you hoping? Well, he kind of already answered that question. who's pulling your strings? And
We'll start with that one.
Okay.
Lucky as I am, I'm only half demon, so I don't have a patron. However, there are certain parts of my faction that would enjoy this place remaining a safe haven. So while I personally have no dog in the fight, most of my faction would rather see you side with Kichijoji in this issue.
Fair enough. How can I put your character in my debt?
Well, that's easy enough. Good dinner, conversation. That's all I really need.
Take him on a date.
You hear a very loud from behind as mine.
Oh, not that way, child.
Well, conversation's always interesting here. And there might be something edible in the building. I'm actually not sure about that one, but I can try to find something for you as far as food goes. Mostly a liquid diet kind of place.
I understand that. And while the conversation has been interesting, I more enjoy receiving information than giving it.
Yeah, well, that too.
He's a bottom.
Ah! My God.
Oh man.
Iris is just giving Dank the dirtiest of
I love it.
Totally without responding. And as for you, what do you fear might happen if you choose a side here?
Well.
Sorry.
Oh no, I love it, but he's completely unfazed.
I reckon what I fear is that something bad happens to my bar.
It will most likely happen regardless. I very much doubt that the four heavenly lords would enjoy a bar such as this in one of their wards. Not to be rude to you, I know that this was, at one point, a very good establishment, and could definitely be turned around, but at this particular instant, it would most likely be a sticking point. As for the others, if you help them, there will most likely be a cost just in getting them out of the jam that they're in. So one way or the other, everything has a price.
You're right about that.
I don't know, man. I saw a pile of free dirt on my way in here.
Oh.
Does not that require labor?
Technically. I just took the sign away. The dirt's mine now.
I like you. Do you have a business card?
I do. He pulls out an elaborately embossed, decadent, slightly thick business card.
Ah, interesting.
It just says the word Dank, purveyor of fine violence. If you have this card, you already know where to find it.
I fucking hate you.
Oh.
Everybody's dying.
Yeah. You're like
Iris,
like, making gurgling death noises behind you as
Well, I guess I do know where to find you.
That you
Maybe
do.
be expecting some business from me.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, fair enough. I think I think if I say out loud, if nobody objects, maybe we can help you out.
Well, help out somewhere.
Yeah, well, stand up to the 4 heavenly dicks or whatever. Fair enough. What about your friend here? Can I get you anything?
Well,
I say to Amaya.
She is going to mosey on up to the bar counter and just kind of like props herself up on it and is like, I would like.
Dank just casually sipping on his Everclear that has rusty steel wool bits floating in it. And also whatever the hell part of that stain on the floor was.
Hey, Henry.
you know, none of it.
Yeah.
How sturdy are these stools?
Most of them are pretty sturdy. There's a couple of them got a loose leg. You kind of want to be careful for. Why?
What would be the chance that she got an unsturdy stool?
I swear to God.
Roll, keep your cool.
For Amaya.
Hello?
Hey.
Ah!
Well,
Yeah,
really
you
close.
succeed partially in both. So it's a stool. You have a tiny like moment of like instability at the very beginning, but then it catches and you're fine.
Well, what would Iris then have to roll to try to knock her out of it?
Walk up and kick the stool.
That would be an unleash.
Jeez. Oh.
You miss the stool.
She like ducks out from behind Az, tries to kick it, misses, and just runs back.
Az just gives you a look like, really?
Trained you to hit better than that.
She's gonna start batting her eyes and is like, what do you recommend?
Assuming I don't have to make a save or anything, I'm gonna just be like, well, whiskey's pretty good. But if you're looking for something particular, that guy over there is drinking Everclear with bits of steel wool and blood in it.
Yeah, tickles the mustache.
This one here, and I point to Azrael, pretty unique taste in drinks too, but we found what he was looking for. And of course, your friend here drinks Arujo, which I've never seen before.
I think I'll let you surprise me.
Okay. Well, careful what you wish for. And I just reach under the bar without looking and grab the first thing I feel and pull it up.
Roll a sanctum.
All right.
Watch it go horribly wrong.
Iris
No.
is gonna start whispering like the nastiest shit she knows.
I'm getting some good shit.
Whatever he pulls out is your new favorite drink.
I would like this every time I come here.
What is it? What do I end up pulling out?
Up to you guys.
I said
Iris
for
is-
you to choose, so
Iris is looking at Az so pissed off.
It's probably better whiskey than what the bar gives me when I go looking for whiskey. So let me look it up.
Iris is
Yeah,
looking
Az
at
just
Az
shrugs.
absolutely miserable.
What's that?
Azrael like digs in a in his like bag, pulls out a like juice box, stabs the thing in it, hands it to you. It's one of the good ones that has shit in it for you.
Like,
I got
she
it.
just looks dejected as she sips on it.
I got it.
Doesn't even that doesn't cheer her up.
Okay.
It's Louis the 13th, which I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like an extremely expensive, like really expensive, like cognac. I think it's basically a
It's
liquor.
supposed to taste amazing
Mhm.
though.
Yeah, it's supposed to taste really good, but it's like a couple $1,000s a bottle. I think. And so I think I pull it out and I pour it without even looking at it, and then I'm like, whoa, this stuff is actually pretty expensive. And then and then I turn around and look at the bar for a minute. I'm like, hey, come on, you never given this stuff to me before.
You get a kind of mental shrug.
Yeah, I get bathtub whiskey. This is
can I try to connect with the bar?
How?
Huh?
How do you want to do so?
So she's going to like gently rub the bar counter and be like, oh, I don't want a gender specific. How would you say it?
They, them is generally gender neutral.
We gotta stick together.
All right. Let's see. I might treat this as a trick.
How's that a trick? I'm being thankful for being bestowed this marvelous gift.
well, you still got to pay for it.
Right.
I'm gonna trick him, but I'm not tricking the bar.
Okay, but I was about to say, I'm trying to get it to where it's going to be in one of your wheelhouses there. Maybe trying to trick the bar into thinking you're a bit more important than you are. Do this more often, maybe.
I'll try it.
Okay. So roll trick, but roll with spirit instead of mind. So go ahead and roll with Don't You Know Me, which is in your class moves in the middle. Yeah. You succeed some. So if you take a look at the basic moves on the second page, there's a move called Mislead, Distract, or Trick. And since you got a 7 to 9, you pick 2 of those options.
Sorry, I gotta find it.
No problem.
I just looked up the price.
$4,300 or something like that.
Holy
So
shit.
it ranges for a bottle from $2,500 to like $4,500. A single drink can cost anywhere from $150 to $500. In Japanese yen, $500 is nearly 67,000 yen.
Yep.
when it says you expose a weakness or flaw, would it be to the thing I'm trying to speak to or myself?
The thing that you're misleading or tricking. So it would be their flaw.
My flaw?
No, the bar's flaw in
Oh.
this particular instance.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, you get one other.
Create an opportunity.
All right. So yeah, you'll kind of, the weakness or flaw that you'll expose is the bar likes some. It's pretty happy with having some compliments. And the opportunity will be next time you'll get some more of the good stuff without a roll.
Henry's a shit and I won over the bar. I'm just kidding.
And so I'll say I'll not leave the bottle out on the counter this time. I'm gonna put it back down. It's an expensive bottle.
Yeah, I mean, like 25 ounces of this stuff is about $4,300.
Yeah. And I'll say so what's your name? Where are you from?
Well, she takes a quick swig of her drink. My name is Amaya. My family and well, we moved to the States and me and my sister have recently moved back home.
All right. Well, you know how much this stuff costs, right? Gesture to the drink. You got the money to cover that?
How exactly do you want me to pay you? She gives you like a quick wink.
Well, preferably Japanese yen would be fine.
Something were to be thrown, what role would that be?
Also unleash.
The juice box like splats on her. What is left?
All right. You will get a chance to dodge, which would be keep your cool. I assume you don't want to have a juice box with, I'm going to say, just to make this the worst it could possibly be, grape juice and Everclear in it hit you and splatter all over your dress.
That would be physically painful depending on how much Everclear is in that.
Well, I greatly succeed, so.
Yep, she does dodge your attack.
Wait, can I roll to catch the juice box?
Yeah, I would do another keep your cool. Avoid it hitting the ground.
He's like, don't waste my Everclear.
Party
Or
foul.
possibly make a stain on the ground.
Yeah. Spent all that time trying to clean that stain. Don't ruin the beautiful bar with more stuff.
No party fouls in this bar.
Where is the thing that I'm looking for?
Off to the left under
Under
spirit.
spirit.
Oh. That would explain why I can't find it. Under spirit and
Keep your cool.
oh, duh. Words.
You fumble it.
No.
It is all over the ground.
All right. Let's not start any fights in here. I'll clean that up later.
Give me the mop and the bucket and I'll clean it.
The bar, respect the booze.
Okay.
This is a sacred space.
This doesn't wait until later. The bar deserves to feel happy.
I'll I'll point her to the bucket on the floor, or I'll just grab it off the floor and set it on the counter. Just like a bucket with dirty water and soap, and
I'm
I'll set the sponge by it.
Not
I'm
even
gonna start cleaning the floor.
Tomas is gonna drain the rest of his glass and get up and kind of start heading towards the door.
All right, don't
Well,
forget.
I guess you can tell that I'm not one for much manual labor, so I'll be heading out.
No, that's fine. Just pay your tab before you leave, please.
Yes, I can do that.
He just fucking leaves.
Arujo isn't super expensive. I would take it. I don't know about it.
I think it's regional, but not expensive.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
mean, I
figure out
I assume
the
he just.
cost of a drink.
Yeah, I assume he just pays the correct amount.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We mostly hand wave money in this system.
Fair enough. Got a business to run. We gotta like pay rent and stuff here. So.
But yeah, you mop up the spill.
All right. Well, thanks, Tomas. We'll be in touch. I reckon you're welcome to come on back by.
Of course. And he'll head. Oh, yeah, he'll head out.
As he goes out the door, Iris is like sticking her tongue out at him.
You do get a light swat to the back of your head and a stop it.
We've been properly introduced to Amaya by this point, right? Like name and stuff.
Yeah.
I say to Amaya, well, I appreciate you cleaning that up, but you know, it's not gonna pay for the drink.
Yeah. She kind of rolls her eyes and slaps the yen on, not slaps, but gently places the yen on the bar.
Begins to slap it down, thinks better, puts it down gently.
67,000 yen she puts on the bar.
Hi.
I was about to say, do you have your thing as a dragon fairly like out there? Are you wearing the necklace right now?
I am not giving that shit up.
No, I'm just saying, do you have it on?
Oh, yeah, she always has it with her.
Yeah, I don't know that you should be terribly surprised. You see what looks to be a very expensive sapphire necklace on her.
Okay. Does she put the price of the drink down on the counter or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say before I grab the money, I notice the necklace. I'll say, you know, that necklace would also be good payment, I think. If you want to hang on to your cash.
I'm going to pretend that you did not say that.
All right. Fair enough. Can I identify the necklace at all? Is there anything I would know about it?
You could do some magic to do it, but it would probably be fairly obvious what you're doing.
Do it. Do it.
What magic could I do that would...
This would be not any spell that you know. It would be a general let it out roll.
Okay.
But yes, it basically like freestyle magic.
Succeeds partially.
Okay. So you may choose one option under let it out and mark corruption.
Oh, okay, good. Corruption. All right. No problem.
This is what you get for asking questions.
Take +1 forward on your next roll. Extend your senses, supernatural or otherwise. Frighten, intimidate, or impress your opposition. Take definite hold of something vulnerable or exposed. What would take definite hold of something vulnerable or exposed be in this situation? What would that look like?
Not really much vulnerable exposed in this particular instance.
Yeah, fair enough. Extend your senses, supernatural or otherwise.
All right, yeah. You do a little bit of magic. Fairly obvious that you're doing it, but especially when your eyes start to glow. And yeah, you can kind of see that there seems to be something not normal about that necklace. It's a little difficult to fully get an idea of what it is, but it seems offensive in nature. You get the feeling that you would actually need to take it to someone like a scholar to get a full idea of what it does, but it's got something on there.
Huh. Interesting.
Best point of corruption you ever spent.
All right. I mean, it was obvious I cast a spell, but I'm not going to say anything. Maybe
Yeah,
just...
I'm not stupid. I know what you did.
Maybe just let out an audible, huh? And that's about it. All right. So, Amaya, do you know anything about this Heavenly Lord situation your friend was talking about?
No clue.
Okay. So, what are you doing here? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off guard.
I know what I'm doing here. I just don't know if she would particularly tell you guys yet. Is the thing. Is there like a roll or something to withhold information or something like that?
How do you want to do it? Because you can just not say something. That's an option. If you'd like to try and say something not true, that would be misleading, which would be a mislead distractor trick. And if you do so and try to make it seem like you're more important or powerful than you are, you can use your don't you know who I am again. Or don't you know me again. To do spirit instead of mind. But that'd be kind of the options for lying in this system.
So essentially, she is going to say, I am around these parts for my sister. I don't particularly know why Tomas sent me here, but here I am.
And I take it you're not gonna tell me what the deal is with that necklace?
You want the 100% complete and honest truth?
I wouldn't ask if I didn't. I mean, it seems only
I
fair you getting to know my bar so well and all.
I have no clue what it does.
Really? Can I figure someone out?
I mean, she's not
Yeah.
lying to you, but sure.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Succeeds partially.
Okay. You get 2 questions. Amaya gets 1.
All right.
Oh god, what are we searching at? Figure someone out?
Yeah.
Figure someone out. It'll be on that just above mislead distractor trick you looked at earlier.
Who's pulling your strings, and how can I put you in my debt?
Hmm. No one is particularly pulling her strings. Uh for I don't really know how to answer the second question.
Well, is there anything that he could do that you would consider a big enough favor that you would want to repay it?
The one that's the biggest head on the nail for her is already taken.
We can always change it. Doesn't mind if we need to change that.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, you're only telling him that that could be an option. It doesn't necessarily mean he has to be the one to take it.
Fair enough. Uh, help me track down the people who tried to kidnap my sister when we first got here.
Um. I think my eyes widen for a second, and before I look over the rest of the people in the room, can I just try to get a read on the looks on their faces when they hear that?
Does anybody try to hide anything?
No, not particularly.
Nope.
Okay. In general, kind of any reactions around the room specifically?
Mild interest.
Yeah, that's probably a good way of describing it. Get like a raised eyebrow out of Az.
Yeah, well, fair enough. I think maybe we can try to help you with that if you want to tell us about what happened. And we actually happen to be pretty good at tracking people down.
You get 1 question as well from that list. Amaya.
Um, how could I
And
get
actually,
what?
no, I don't think you're necessarily investigating their lineage or history. Yeah,
No.
we'll stick to those questions for now.
How can I get your character to trust me?
Ooh. Oh man. That is a complicated answer. I suppose it would be a significant amount of time of proving you're trustworthy and finding a way to make Henry care about you. Probably through proving your loyalty somehow, or like working side by side with us on jobs. Something along those lines. Helping with the bar. Not trying to steal it, per se, but just like helping it be a nicer bar in general. The cleaning's not a bad start.
Maya really likes this bar. She would literally come here every day just to clean it up and make it look spiffy.
It's okay. Words are hard.
They really are, though.
Well, maybe somewhere along the way, trying to figure out what happened to your sister, we can figure out what the deal is with that necklace, too. Now, why don't you tell us what happened? You said she was taken when you got back?
I'm not exactly sure why we were being tracked down, or more particularly by who necessarily, but I can remember a couple of their faces. We were walking home. It was dark. We were ambushed after we walked past an alley. They came out of the alleyway and onto the street. It was late enough to where not a lot of people were out. They tried to drag her away from me, and then it happened. The dragon was unleashed.
That's my favorite part. Incredible violence.
Do I know anything about dragons? Or are they like really obscure?
The general, you're not part of their faction, so you don't know like a huge amount about them, but there's the general knowledge that most people have, that they generally are, they were at one point full-fledged dragons, but because of various hunting and things like that, they were forced to take human forms. And so nowadays they kind of help cross from body to body as is kind of needed, as their previous person that they were inhabiting passed away.
Oh. Okay. So, what happened? You said when the dragon was unleashed? What did that do?
Everything just kind of stopped and they ran away before I could truly unleash the power.
So, you weren't able to stop them, and you need us to help you find your sister?
I need someone to keep her safe because I know they're still tracking us.
And you potentially brought these people who are tracking you to the outside of this bar.
You do know Tomas told you that he would get them off your trail for a while.
Tomas was able to get them off my trail for a while, but I don't particularly know how much time I have left.
Hey, new plan. We find these people and we murder them horribly.
Hold on. If they're tracking her, we might be able to lure them into a trap.
Exactly.
They could be tracking you the same way I was hoping to track your sister. I'd prefer not to have the violence happen in the bar. Maybe we can lure them somewhere else. Anyone have any good ideas for a place to lure somebody to that you don't want to be them to be able to get out of? And I look at Dank.
That is a fair point. Kind of don't want to bring them to my workshop, though.
I can understand the sentiment.
I'm sure, though, with some of the things I have from the workshop, we could build an elaborate trap. Well, not really so much elaborate as just brutal.
What about the docks where they had Hoshisumi? They were probably abandoned.
Yeah, we could totally use that spot. Wait, no, there's bloodstains there. Pour some oil on it, and we'll soak into the concrete and look like just an oil stain.
Is there still a big hole on the side of the building?
Have any of you gone back to check?
No.
No.
Wait, maybe. I wouldn't want to leave shell casings that I'd fired spent so somebody could pick them up.
Then you probably saw that it has been very temporarily fixed.
Okay. We can work with that. Did it look like it was like patched up just to barely meet code and then left alone?
Yep.
And no one's currently inhabiting the property?
No, in fact, a lot of the merchandise has been moved out.
So there's still some stuff left.
Right, but not nearly as much as before.
I've probably been stealing what's left. Wait, what exactly was the merchandise there?
Various shipping goods.
Oh yeah, definitely stealing that stuff. Do you know how much stuff I could do with random odds and ends?
Yeah.
I'm like the MacGyver of murder.
I thought MacGyver was the MacGyver of murder.
No, he's the MacGyver of getting out of places and defusing bombs. Like, you never see him kill somebody with some random nonsense.
I'll have to take your word for that.
And meanwhile, Dank is over here creating fucking bombs with glass and whatever the fuck else he can find that explodes and cause impeccably terribly most difficult and discomfort of death.
Oh yeah, you know, my workshop is what I like to refer to as the
Murder dungeon?
WCW. War Crime Workshop.
World Championship Wrestling.
Woman Crush Wednesday.
Well, anyone else got any ideas? I can try a tracking spell on her sister. Do you have anything that belonged to her, like hair, fingernails, or blood?
Keeps. Never mind. I can't point fingers here.
Gross. I have a picture of us in my wallet.
I don't think that'll do it, will it, Wolfy?
I also think you're misunderstanding something. You might want to check and make sure she's missing.
Yeah,
The
she's not.
last I saw her, which was an hour ago, she was fine.
Okay, so as far as we know, she's
oh.
not currently missing.
Yeah.
But we need a safe place to have her be at, so she does not end up
Oh,
missing.
okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I thought when you were trying to unleash the dragon, they got her and got away.
No, they just stopped everything and they ran away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Because, hi, dragon, holy shit.
I've seen worse.
If you need a safe place to take her, I have several contacts, but you're going to owe me for getting her in touch with them, and they can keep her safe.
I will accept this.
Az kind of hands over a business card.
Oh,
It says, "That's my number. Take it, shoot me a text, and I'll send you a message as soon as I have the arrangements made."
Thank you.
You just kind of get a deferential sort of head tilt out of him.
And then she's going to text the number so that way Az now has Amaya's contact information.
There you go.
Cool.
All right. Now, they're tracking both of you, right?
As far as I'm aware.
So, what do we do as far as luring them into a trap? Do we keep both of you in the same place?
that would probably be the best idea.
And then just lie in wait for them?
And set up a whole bunch of things.
As your contacts, does that sound like something we can do?
Az like sighs and goes, "They aren't going to want to be involved with that. If we do this, we do it. If we are going to use both of them, we do so prior to sending the sister away."
That would be the plan.
Okay.
But, like, then we wouldn't need to send the sister away.
I just worry that if we have them into.
Depends on how many heads this snake has.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, yeah, I get one of these guys anywhere near alive. We'll find out.
Okay. I like the sound of that. I just worry about keeping them in two different places that they hit the place we're not watching. Or we have
Yeah.
to split up. If you think your contact will be able to keep her safe, then maybe we worry about them coming after Amaya here.
They if we send them to my contact, then she will be safe, period. I would trust them with my life, with Iris's life, if that helps you.
It does. I'll take your word for it. So we get your sister somewhere safe, and then we wait for them to come after you. And we be ready to deal with the consequences of that. And we also have this whole ward thing to worry about. Let's see if we can figure out anything else about this. And I'll turn the TV on, start flicking through the channels, see if there's any other news about it.
Yeah, there's some news channels on. Some of them have a little bit of coverage of it. From what you heard kind of previously, earlier in the month, it doesn't seem like they've got much more of a story on it. It seems to be another one of those pieces that are hinted at but never fully covered.
Okay. Well, maybe this has something to do with it. We'll see. um. Well, I know I would like to get ready, prepare.
Oh
Channel,
yeah.
channel up some magic. What do you
Yeah,
all
Get
think?
go
that
ahead.
plan rolling.
How do I channel again? I've only done it the one time.
You'll just roll channeling,
Okay.
which should be spirit.
Succeeds partially.
All right, which means, let's see, you get you hold 3 and you choose, or for you, you hold 4 and choose 1 from the list below, which is in your wizard moves. Either take -1 ongoing until you rest, suffer 1 harm armor piercing, or mark corruption.
Oh, he's doing that.
Corruption.
Okay. Hold 4, you can spread that out around channeling and your other move.
Do I get to add that to the holds I already have? Stacks, right?
Yes. If you want to put it all in channeling, you can stack it on there. Otherwise, it'll go onto your other one. Since you are channeling at the bar.
All right. So I reckon I'll set it aside. So I'm keeping track of my holds at the bottom of the sheet,
Yes.
and I set it aside for 5 o'clock somewhere, right? That's how that works.
Yeah. So you could just put, perhaps before that first 4 holds, you could put that as channeling, and then the next one you could put as 5 o'clock.
Okay, so I've already got the 4 holds, and then I'm gonna say, let me take a look at 5 o'clock again. I might want more than one in there. Can I do that? I can do that, right?
Yeah. You can put any number of them in either.
Okay, I'm gonna put 2 channeling and 2 in. I'll just put 5 o'clock.
All right. All right. And before we resolve that best laid plans, kind of go over the plan with me, kind of just to make sure.
Okay, so again, we're gonna use the warehouse from the whole White Birch kidnapping incident.
Mhm.
Fortify it. Put down a shit ton of traps. I'm talking tripwire explosives, proximity mines, uh, angry, horrible enchanted bear traps. Like full to the 9 super death trap for anybody trying to get in.
Okay.
All entry and exit points fully covered. In the event that somebody were to do something like we did and just break through the wall, well, probably set up some kind of motion alarm that triggers something else to respond to that circumstance.
Okay.
Fix the vent that we busted open.
Yeah. Ooh.
Iris didn't break it, she just unscrewed it.
I screwed it back when we left. But yes, I'm totally going to put nerve agents in the vents.
Jeez.
All right. You are going to have to make all of those.
He's going to fuck these people up.
Iris is helping.
Oh yeah, I get to show you how to make explosives.
All
Come,
right.
child, let's go commit war crimes.
Azrael just la 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 la. No.
You hear demonic giggling as they walk away.
All right.
Hoping I trust
So you're
my
gonna
friend.
go to your workshop to make something.
That is the plan.
All right.
What was that as?
Yeah, more to himself than anyone in specific.
So yeah, if you're gonna do that, that's no problem. But it's gonna take some time, which
Right.
means you're not gonna be able to sleep before the thing there if you're gonna be as prepared as possible. So you're gonna
Okay.
be running a little bit on an empty tank. So I'm probably
In
gonna have a -1 ongoing.
preparation for the not being able to sleep, due to that being part of the plan, I'm going to take some stimulants.
All
Oh my
right.
god, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Just going fuck it, and she's taking naps.
Let's see.
Because let's be honest, when you're stuck in
You'll
a
have a
sexual body, it
choice
doesn't.
then. -1 to blood or -1 to mind.
Ah, man,
Not
both
permanently,
of those
but yeah, not permanently, but until you get rest and get those stimulants out of you.
Wouldn't that be after the stimulants start to wear off, though?
No, but basically you're gonna have to choose what kind of stimulants you use, because if you take both, it's gonna do some damage.
I don't know, man. I've done it. No way I can't say that on Twitch chat. Anyway, like I trust me, I have experience when it comes to this, and the thing that I have in mind is a stimulant.
No dose, right?
If anything, it would affect heart.
Oh my god.
I mean, you got a point.
Unfortunately, heart is something different than that.
Grumble.
Heart is empathy in this particular game. Blood would be body.
Yeah, but like again, you do the bit. You've got like 4 hours of unlimited energy. After those 4 hours, then you feel kind of like ass.
Yes, but it's going to cost you one way or the other is the problem.
Yeah, but it costing me up front is the thing that I'm not gelling with, I guess.
We'll have a time skip afterwards, so I can't give you the cost afterwards.
Mm.
What he's saying is like we're saying we're doing this and we're jumping to after all is said and done, and that's why you're having to pick now.
I get that, but man, that's not how drugs work.
Then consider you don't have any drugs.
Mercedes would be offended.
Would be like you're staying up all night to do all this work, and then the thing happens the next day. You're using the drugs to stay up all night, and then the next day a thing happens, and you've been up all night.
Dude, I've been up for like 7 days straight.
It's not healthy.
There's always a cost to something you make, and this is the one for this.
It's not like we're just sitting up chatting all night. We're actively working.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also going to require to, at the moment, exhaust your junkyard of at least some parts. If you're going to make bombs again, you're going to have to go out and find somebody to source some more resources from. And that'll be the
Fair.
two things that it'll cost you here.
All right, I'll take a hit to mind, I guess.
Okay.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah. And I know with Iris, with little kids and stuff, it's when your batteries are gone, they're gone. So I mean, she didn't have much of a choice on whether or not she wanted to stay up all night.
To be fair, having an extra pair of hands would help things along a bit.
Yeah.
Especially tiny hands.
Yeah, it's why I'm not putting a third requirement on there.
Fair.
We'll just
For like
give.
an hour or two, you
Okay.
can wake her up for a little while.
We'll
She
just
can be helpful for a little while longer.
yeah. We'll just give Iris some candy or something. We know how kids are. They bouncing off
Oh
the
my,
walls.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
candy works, but drugs
Boing.
don't.
Candy and soda.
Well, I'm not giving a 6-year-old drugs.
No, I'm just saying. Like, oh yeah, sugar rush, you're cool.
Yeah, no, that's more. That was a joke, but yeah.
And this is how the scrolls got introduced into the workshop.
All right. If you're going to do that, then go ahead and take 10. Yeah, I think 10 sounds about right. 10 for harm, loud, area weapons.
Okay.
Ooh.
Messy. Also add messy. You can just call them IEDs or whatever.
10 weapons that do 4 harm. That's better than anything I know to do damage. I think.
Yeah,
my-
they're all one use though.
Ooh.
Hmm. So all 10 of the things are essentially just explosives.
Yes, you can flavor them how you like, but if you'd like to change that, you can. But that's their stat line at least.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, cursed bear trap is probably pretty loud and messy.
And if it's cursed, I would allow area.
It roars like a bear when it goes off.
Bites one dude, also bites onto everybody else in the area.
It's like a chain chomp from Mario, except instead of the whole ball, it's just the teeth.
Huh, huh, huh.
Ah, yes, another dank quote. Just the teeth.
Okay.
All right.
I
I'm
see
going to
ya.
flavor a couple of these things differently.
No
'cause
problem.
Things. Okay. So I'm going to call the cursed bear trap the chain chomp dentures.
Okay.
Yes.
And make
Just
sure to put,
googly eyes on it.
times however many you want of that one.
Yeah.
Fucking Iris just starts putting googly eyes.
The second he mentions a chain chomp, googly eyes go on it.
They just look down and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh God, why is it so cute?
Why is it roaring at me?
We have fun here.
So much fun.
Oh man. I reckon if we're all gonna be working on stuff, it kind of sounds like that's what the plan is. Trying to think of something I could work on. That staff? What about that staff? Can I can I just like add my blood to it?
Yeah, you could pop by the workshop and we'll get some of your blood infused into it.
Yeah, you still need the jewel bearing, but
Right.
that would be the only piece left.
Can I see what like, can I try to harness or see what the God, words are hard. What the sapphire necklace holds?
You can try and get in touch with your dragon again and try and see if you could figure a little bit of it out, which would be another let it out roll. But the fastest way you're going to do it is going to be getting it to a scholar that can just go ahead and appraise it. Okay. Yeah, there you go. You may either choose to ignore the corruption or choose another option from the list. And that's let it out in the middle of the second page of basic moves. Top middle.
The what page? First page?
Second page.
Oh, it's over more. Okay.
Yeah.
Choose one and I will take a +1 forward onto the next roll. So I will take a corruption.
Okay. And so what's your second one then?
Oh, I get 2.
If you you get 2 if you take the corruption. If you don't take corruption, you get 1.
Hold on, let me see what I have for corruption.
And you don't get an advance, you just get a point to it. You need 5 points until you get an advance.
You mean until you get the actual corruption move?
Yeah.
Where do you mark these points at?
I think, let me check. I think you don't have it.
Oh?
Again, dragon is unfortunately not very well supported here. Yeah, it is not in your sheet, so you'd have to collect it at the bottom, unfortunately. And yeah, once you gather 5 corruption, you get rid of that corruption and take a corruption advance. And then same thing happens again and again until you take your last corruption advance, which is giving me your character. So you essentially have 25 corruption until I get your character, usually.
There's nothing of vulnerable or exposed in this current moment, is there?
Could be. You have the necklace and could take more hold of it with your dragon.
I will attempt to do so, yes.
Okay.
So the +1 on the next roll and the take definite hold of something vulnerable or exposed.
All right. Yeah. You take a kind of feel inside you something burn a little bit, but it feels good. Like it's something that you didn't know was there, but definitely like how it feels. And yeah, you kind of feel the necklace almost settle onto you further, and you feel like it's really yours now. You don't get a huge amount of information from it, but you definitely feel like anybody trying to take that would have some problems.
Did I just soul bond with it?
It's soulbound now.
Soul bound. Good luck trying to take it, you bitches.
Yeah, it means you can't trade it to other players anymore.
Good. Fuck around, find out.
I mean, I wouldn't fuck around and find out with the dragon's possessions. You've got your fucking curse you can give them.
Yeah.
Fucking dragon sickness.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound pleasant at all.
What does that even say? Now I'm curious.
When someone
Oh.
steals something from you, mark corruption to inflict a curse upon them that only you can lift and hold 3. Spend that hold 1 for 1 to inflict 1 harm armor piercing upon the cursed character.
Jeez.
They can avoid the harm by keeping the item close and marking corruption 1 for 1, or returning the item immediately lifts the curse. You may also release your hold at any time.
Dang.
So that's either a guaranteed 3 corruption or a harm armor piercing when you least fucking expect it.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, you do that.
Can I look through my sanctum for the jeweled thing we need for the staff?
You won't have it because it is part of the incomplete relics portion.
Okay.
You can look it up because it's not terribly difficult to Google things, and you could get one fairly easily. The problem is you making sure that it's a good one.
All right.
Otherwise, things start to grind and cause problems. You don't really want that on a magic staff.
Yeah. I'll do some Googling, see what I can find. I'm not sure how I would make sure it's a good one though. Would it be
you'd probably have to do it at. You'd probably have to look or do it at wherever you're getting it.
Yeah, if it was a museum piece or something like that.
Yeah, possibly.
Check it out and then. I don't know.
I don't know. There's also possibly a member of the party that could assist.
Oh. Who?
Wait, what needs assistance now?
The jewel
What is
for
he?
the jewel for the
Do you
staff.
have objects to art?
Oh yeah.
I thought Dank didn't have it,
I don't.
Dank doesn't.
but he can get it. Or he can turn
Somebody else.
Oh.
There was somebody that just mentioned a move they have.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that
Could
was
be I.
Az. Hey, Az, while we're getting ready for this thing tomorrow, I gotta mention this jewel I need for my staff. It's called a. What did you say it was, Wolfy? A jeweled what? What was it?
You've made me forget
Oh,
because you
no.
asked.
Oh, no.
Jewel bearing.
Jewel
Jewel
Yeah,
bearing.
you gotta
Thank
get the
you.
jeweled MacGuffin.
All right.
The
Yes.
bejeweled MacGuffin. Yes.
You've been around a while. Have you ever heard of anything like that? or know where I can find one?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. You're thinking.
I may
Sorry.
have something that would work. I'll
Wait,
check my collection.
You wait. You may have something?
I might.
All right.
I have a lot of things.
Okay. That interesting. From what I understand, the trick is making sure that it's a good enough one. Let me know what you find. I might owe you
I'll
one.
take stock.
Yeah. Since it's not an NPC, I'll have you roll heart for it.
Me?
No.
Alrighty then. It kind of weirds me out that this doesn't just let you roll a stat, it makes you choose a move.
Oh.
Oh, yeah? I mean, you can just, you just hit the class move one.
Yeah, I could, but there you go. It's a 9.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So yeah, you find something with 1 in it. You are not quite sure if it is the best quality, but you do have one.
All right. Yeah. While I'm off doing that search, I am also making the requisite phone calls to take care of the sister.
Yeah,
of
there
Amaya's
you go.
sister. Multitasking here. But yeah, I'll bring it back, and not sure if it's exactly what you need or as far as quality goes, but did have this. Kind of passes it over.
Can I take a look at it and see if it would work?
Yes, let me see. I'll probably would be something along the lines of let it out.
All right. That means, if I recall, let it out tends to give me corruption.
Very real possibility.
13.
Okay. You either take 2 or don't take corruption.
Oh, take 2 from the list.
Right.
And if I do that, I get corruption. Is that right?
Yes. If you take 2, you get corruption. If you take 1, no corruption.
Oh.
Also, you got a 13. Which means you could also get another custom move and take corruption.
Oh, another custom move. What does that mean?
That is just it. I'll make another custom move for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I know what I want my custom move to be.
So I have to take corruption for the custom move. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. And
Word.
I can still pick 2 from the list.
No, that will replace one of the 2.
Okay, so I can pick 1 from the list.
Yes.
Okay. That's okay. I really think I only need 1.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick extend your senses, supernatural or otherwise. I want to look into this jewel and into its magical essence and see if this will work for the staff.
All right. Yeah, you do so. It seems to be surprisingly good quality.
Right on. Okay. Perfect. All right. Guess I'm heading to Dank's workshop.
All right.
Get in my crappy car. That's literally what it's called. And drive over there. If one of the if Az or Iris or Amaya's at the bar, I'll just ask them to look after it. It's pretty slow, and if somebody wants a drink, pour them a drink. And I'll run over to Dank, who's working, and let him know. Give him the jewel.
And up in the workshop, you see Dank sprinkling a fine powder onto a beehive.
Oh my god!
Iris is passed out somewhere precarious in the background.
You got the thing.
Yeah. What? I'm sorry. Did I come at a bad time?
Well, yeah, anthrax wouldn't work, so I had to figure something else out.
Should I not ask?
I mean, probably not, no.
Those bees seem really energetic.
Energetic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so anyways, I found that
Right, yeah.
the
You got the
jewel.
shiny thing. Do you have the meaningful object or blood?
Do you have a syringe?
Yeah. Let me go get you one. He's in like a really old kind of wheelie office chair. He just scoots backwards like you see doctors doing all the time. Really annoying. But they go super far for no reason. To like a upturned desk in part of like a junk pile and shakes loose a drawer. Within that drawer are a bunch of pristine packaged surgical supplies. He then roots through the package and finds a perfectly clean needle and a syringe to go for it. Opening the packaging, getting it put together, and provides it to you.
All right. I will draw some blood.
Just fill it up to the about 15 milliliters should do it.
All right. And I don't know.
Hang on.
Do I have to make a roll or anything to draw blood from myself, Wolfy?
Yeah, go ahead, keep your cool. Avoid doing more damage than you should.
You don't really do damage when you draw blood.
Succeeds partially.
You probably missed the vein the first time around.
He stabs himself.
Well, you can avoid taking one harm that wouldn't have really mattered by sucking it up and asking Dank to do it for you.
Yeah.
I figure maybe it's a better idea if you do this. You probably got steadier hands.
That's fair. I'm super focused right now, man.
Oh no!
Oh my god! I just fucking choked.
Dank then goes through the rest of the medical supply, pulls out an alcohol pad, and a bit of surgical tubing, and some gauze bandage. He then proceeds to try to find the vein on your arm by smacking 2 fingers against it to bring that vein up to the surface. Once the vein is visible, he then takes the alcohol pad, wipes the area for the injection site clean, ties your arm off with the surgical tubing, and then proceeds to take 15 milliliters of blood. Then he gets another alcohol pad, wipes the area clean again, gets you all bandaged up with a cotton ball and a bit of that bandaging.
Right on.
And it
Nice.
works just as intended because you did what I told you. But it is a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hyper focused can be
He's
a
like,
bit unsettled.
he's the whole time he's like really rapidly telling me about this great idea for a movie he had.
You take one stress, but stress isn't a thing in this game, so who cares?
The whole procedure would have taken like 25 to 30 seconds, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, just like we said, make sure there's no leftovers. If I could use that to track somebody down and maybe
Definitely understandable. I mean, I'm prepared for you now if you want to watch, man.
Sure.
Cool. I will take the blood and get it infused into a slightly yellowish, oily substance. And then put it in like a little centrifuge, get it all spun around so it's perfectly mixed. And then begin to...
Centrifuge would unmix it.
That's a wrong word. So you
Do you
know
mean,
the thing where you have like the mixer and the beaker and the magnet, and then you
Okay.
turn the wheel on. That's what I meant. I don't know why
You
I
could
said
do that, yeah. Or you could do one of the vibration mixers, like they do with paint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, either way.
Either way, it gets mixed.
Yeah.
I then proceed to pour it into a sort of shallow, elongated container. I then take the bejeweled MacGuffin, put it on the stick, just so, and then submerge the entirety of it into the oil.
Okay.
And just kind of like soaks in surprisingly rapidly. The staff just absorbing all of the liquid and then gaining a really nice kind of glossy sheen.
All right.
And then I present Henry with the staff.
Right on. Thank you. Do I know what it does?
You'll have a little bit of time to familiarize yourself with it.
Now I just have to figure out how to use it.
Well, there's a empty area of the warehouse over there. Try not to. Well, who am I kidding? You're probably not going to be able to blow anything up that matters.
I'll try not to do any serious damage.
I appreciate it.
I will go to the target practice area, the bunker inside the bunker.
You see a bunch of mannequins dressed in like really annoying clothing. It is bright, it is painful to look at. Some of them have several bullet holes in them.
Clown costumes.
Oh,
There is
no!
one.
Set it on fire!
There is one dressed as a clown. You notice a large concentration of tightly grouped bullet holes right at the groin.
All right. Yeah, and we'll leave you kind of figuring out what the staff does. Anyone else doing anything to prepare?
Not really.
No? All right. Well, I think that is actually going to be a about where would be a good spot to call it, because I expect the other one to go a little bit longer than will probably work tonight. So I think right before, as you guys are all preparing to do the ambush, we will start off the next time we do Urban Shadows with the ambush itself.
Woo!
Right on.
Gives us the chance to get our tainted back.
That too.
One more party member against whom's the fuck is after our new dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully the trap is set and things go fine and we prepared perfectly and we didn't forget to think about anything.
Right?
Feel really bad for anybody trying to get into that warehouse.
I feel really bad for anyone who tries to steal my necklace.
Don't
All
worry.
right.
I'm not gonna steal your neck.
Know what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's probably not a great idea.
Not anymore.
Well, hang on. If he did and you killed him, technically he wouldn't be dead. Because the thing that happened
Possibly.
all the way at the beginning of the session.
Possibly. That's if Az wants to take a scar.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But then he'd know not to fuck around and find out.
Yeah, but he still gets to do his death move.
Yep. My death move
Yeah.
curses people.
What
Does
does
indeed.
my death move do? I'm looking this up.
Mine's kind of lame. I just die and give somebody my stuff.
Your death move is really, really bad shit happening, Caitlin.
Yeah, no, I fuck people up. Listen to this. When you die, your ancient spirit rips free from your body to wreak havoc and pain on the world before you are reborn. Anyone and anything nearby at the moment of your death suffers 6 harm.
Yeah, so you kill all of us die instantly if you die. Basically. So
Or
we have
nearby.
to keep you alive.
Yeah!
And
Love it.
And you definitely can't die in the bar. You can die like 2 miles away, that's fine. Like by yourself.
No, I'm not killing the bar. The bar is my friend now.
Says anyone or anything.
Yeah, I give them compliments. The fuck did you ever do, Henry? I'm just kidding.
What? I got it a pool table, okay? Well, Az got it a pool table. But I said yes, you can put it over there.
All right. Well, before we finish completely, there is one more move to do, actually.
Uh-oh.
That would be the session end move. We didn't do it last time because there wasn't a huge amount of change there. But basically, at the end of every session, if you've learned something meaningful about a faction, you can increase your score in that faction by 1 and decrease your score in a different faction by 1. So this is your opportunity to min-max your faction scores.
We learned something about the 4 heavenly douchebags.
Oh, what was that?
That they are trying to create a new ward so that they can have more power, and we're the ward that we're in, basically the area we're in, because they don't like the people coming out of this area causing trouble in their wards.
We
All right.
we
So
have
would you like to increase your power faction stat by 1?
I am power faction.
Yes, but do you want to increase so you have a faction stat for that?
It is my highest one. It is 2 right now. It's also marked. I guess that's because I'm power, right?
It is because you have interacted with power.
When we did the whole thing with the white birch people.
Yeah.
So does that mean
When
we can
you
do
put a
wild?
face to a name with the 4 heavenly lords.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
if you'd
So
like to,
since-
you can increase that by 1 and decrease another score by 1.
Ooh.
What about Tomato Mercedes Benz? What what faction is he from?
He's from the Wild faction.
Did we learn enough about him that I could mark the Wild faction?
Market. Hold on, let me check.
I did roll
Or not
my
mark
no,
it, but
wild
this
gain
one-
one to
yes.
it.
Yes, you could.
But I'd have to take one away from one of my other ones.
That's correct.
Cool. I'm gonna take one away from power because I've got 2 of that and put 1 in wild. Now all I gotta do is. No, I still have to get it marked. Okay, but still I've got 1 in wild now, so that's cool.
You were saying it's a
There
good
you go.
idea to min-max your factions?
It depends on what you're going for.
What what do you get for factions? I'm sorry, maybe I don't understand.
So faction scores affect faction moves.
Also, when
So
you lend
if-
a hand.
Also when you lend a hand, yes. Which is kind of a faction move, but not really.
Okay.
But
And-
yeah. So basically if you think that you are going to interact with a specific faction a lot, then you can try and increase that score to the detriment of other scores, but then you still have the score that you know you'll need on there. But if you think you're going to be more of an just interact with everybody sort of person, then you could always try and just get everything to as medium as possible.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take the 1 to power. I'll put it up to 3.
And that is the
Because,
max you can hit.
Oh, it is? Okay. And
Yes.
white birch is power, you said, right?
White birch is mortality.
Oh.
Because they're
So
humans.
who is power? Who else is power that I've interacted with besides the 4 heavenly assholes?
The 6. The 6 from Inokashira, which you haven't really interacted with yet, but are known to your party.
I have not interacted with a lot of these people.
Otherwise, there are oracles in the area and other wizards.
And me.
Okay. All right. I think that's acceptable. And I'll take 1 from let's see. Wild is 0. Knight's -1.
You have 0 knight members in your party.
Okay. I'll take it to 9th then, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't you need to like mark every faction once to like get
Level up.
yeah.
That's what
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
Okay. And how do you mark them? By interacting
Do
with them?
faction moves with them.
Okay.
So put a face to a name, investigate a place of power,
Hit the street.
hit the streets, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, I understand.
Honor a debt.
Awesome, awesome. Okay.
Yeah. And then the final last thing, if nobody else wants to change anything,
Nah, I'm good.
would be any debts anybody wants to go over, as far as any new debts that were accrued this session.
Somebody's snoring.
Yep.
I thought I had my mic turned off. That's my wife.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
Oh.
No problem.
Let's see here. Well, by making that thing, yeah, the stick of power, I would have completed a debt, right?
So you completed and kind of did that debt. So it's not you can basically take off the it's almost done bit and just keep it as the same debt.
Okay. Uh,
The only other one that I really saw this session was probably Az getting something for Henry.
Yeah, that's right. The jewel bearing. I said I'd owe him one. So I reckon I owe him a debt. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I was trying to do there.
Alright.
Yeah. Mostly that is taken care of kind of at the end of session.
Okay.
I think I owe Henry a debt because he was like the main primary person that I asked for to help me find these people who have been tracking myself and my sister down.
All right. Go ahead and add that to your debts, Henry.
All right.
And of course, add Henry's for you.
Yep, I did.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to cash in that debt anytime soon.
Probably not, but they're good to have.
Yeah.
For the staff, I already owed Dank a debt for that?
Yes, you'd already had a debt for that.
Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't forget about it. I only have.
So no changes there since it was just fulfilling a debt already promised.
Which debt was it? Because I'm not seeing it on here.
It was Dank's, and it was
okay.
You were making something big for someone, and it is almost complete.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Gotcha. I reckon it is complete now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. If nobody else has any other debts they want to give, we should be all good.
I can't think of any. Anybody else? I have 4 corruption points. I'm about to get a corruption move, you guys.
Oh, sweet.
More. Rambling on the fast track.
Oh yeah, wait till next time we play. It's going to be knowingly going into danger.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Technically, the danger is coming to me. Does that?
You're going into somewhere that you know danger is going to be coming to you.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
I will try to
guys.
abide just like I'm trying to do with Iris. I will try to abide by the spirit of the thing and not necessarily the word.
All right. Thanks for playing, everybody. Caitlin, have a great night.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure playing with all you guys. It's been super fun. I can't wait to continue. I guess I'll start going through announcements here. So, if you are watching on YouTube, don't worry. All the stuff I'm about to talk about is in the description down below. If you're watching on Twitch, you're going to get the links. So, first things first, check out twitter.com/sketchingspace to see what Gerblin is sketching. Is it space? Go find out. All right. Is that fair? Is that a good way? I feel like it's a pretty good way to do it.
I like that. I like that.
I was actually looking at some of Gerblin's. You put out this drawing. That was Azrael, right? Was that the one I
Yeah,
liked?
that's Az.
Yeah, you put out this drawing of Az. It was pretty good. So if you want to go see,
I'm super proud of that one. It's just I have like bigger plans for the whole thing, and it's just not done yet.
Oh, right on. Well, it looks good. So if you want to go check out the sketch of Az, you can do so there. Let's see here. Zach was not here tonight, but he normally jumps in this game with us. He'll probably be here next time. He's recovering from dehydration right now. So check him out. He has a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/TeamZack. You can check him out there. Let's see here. Okay, Mori is here. Mori plays Cassidy on Broken. You can check out the artist for Cassidy's portrait here, tiktok.com/ayatakuhime. Dank here is our paladin of the beverage and coked up bees. You can check out his GoFundMe to give him NOS so that he has plenty of stimulants to get those bees all jacked up.
I would
Um,
greatly
Bees?
appreciate it.
Let's see here. Where's the okay? Oh, and also now you can join our public Discord. So if you want to jump on here and see all the memes, see all the talking about bees and other things we were laughing at, you can jump in our public Discord right here. And what we're doing is, if you're a patron on the Patreon, we're going to give extra access. So you'll be able to read all the lore channels in the Discord, all that stuff. And we're still setting a lot of that stuff up. So if you got ideas, jump in. Let us know what you think would be cool to see. All that good stuff. And of course, you can find me on twitch.tv/ramblingmantv, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Minds, on no, I'm actually not on Parler anymore. Rumble, TikTok, Instagram, Patreon. There's probably more stuff. I don't know. You just look for me. Ramblin' TV. One word. I'm around. Anybody else got anything? That's a no.
Probably
I think
not.
so.
No.
Besides, thank you all for having me again.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks for DMing this, Wolfy. This has been fun. I can't wait to play some more. Everybody, have a fantastic night and a great week. We're off Unknown New Orleans this week, but Monday Forest of Flesh returns, so tune in then at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you guys Monday, and of course, we'll be playing with this group some more next week. Everybody take care. It will be the new year next time I see you all. Happy New Year.
Your birthday! Yeah!
It will be my birthday on the 1st. Thank you.
Yeah! You fucking Capricorn. I'm just kidding.
Appreciate it. Everybody have a great night. Thanks.
And remember, everyone, bees?
Bees?
Bees.
No, not the bees!